What we're going to try to do is we're going to try to stream on the computer that's over here what you guys usually see, and then we're going to try to stream me with my reactions and stuff as I'm playing the game that you're seeing on there. And it won't match up 100% with the time frame for the video game, but it should give you guys a little bit better understanding of like what I'm doing and where I'm going. So we're going to try this with Final Fantasy 1 on playthrough part 11. I'm going to go to the Earth Gift Shrine once I find it again. I was just there the other night practicing in there to make this video. Now I'm going to have to go through this place 4 times because there's 4 different bosses. I don't have to necessarily beat all the bosses, but I thought it would be neat to show you guys some of these extra dungeons and things like that because they're not on the regular Nintendo game. One thing I want to talk about is we don't want to run into, while we're going through this Earth Gift Shrine, we don't want to run into abyss worms. That would be the worst possible outcome that we could run into. What I'm going to try to do is I've got my book right here, which has these maps because I'm not really familiar with these maps too well. So I have to kind of use the book. Otherwise, I really sometimes am not going to know where I'm going because these are not really familiar maps to me. So let's go up from here. And obviously this is the one that is, they can start you out a bunch of different places on the map, and that's what gets you. That's what gets you pretty bad right there, is they can start you just about anywhere on the map. A lot of the enemies through here, I'm not a really high level. I'm like 40 some, almost 50. So a lot of the enemies are going to be mostly a one-hit kill. I have a lot of items that replenish health and things of that nature. So we'll hope that kind of helps out along the way. There's only one exit to this area. There's many places where they'll start you off, but there's only one exit. So I'm trying to use the map to find where the one exit. This particular area right here, this desert that's on here, it's it's kind of a maze. The rest of it's pretty linear. So we're going to try to figure out where we're going. Of course, getting attacked every couple of seconds doesn't help either. Like I said, I've got healing items, so we're going to try to we'll try to go through with a little bit of healing, but not much, because it's not basically essential in this area. So I'm getting a lot of good stuff there. Now, if memory is good, it should be this. I should run over into this oasis looking thing here in just a minute. I should get over there. See, I don't mind if they hit my character, which is the top character, which is the warrior. I don't mind if they hit him because normally they can't do a whole lot of damage to me. I kind of worry if they hit the other ones because they can do a lot of damage to them, and that kind of hurts us. The white mage is going to be our one that's going to use our healing because doesn't have as many hit points, or it really is a good of a weapon as most of them do. So we're going to make that heal, and you're going to see we're going to save a lot. And the reason that we save a lot is because I want to have like full health, or just be ready for anything just at any moment. So we're going to see if this oasis is over here. If this oasis is not over here, I have used a lot of time and I am not finding it. We're going to use a couple of different little items here. We use those instead of some of the attacks, especially when there's more enemies. and that we don't need to heal. And what you'll see is the white mage uses the gauntlets right here. That's they cast Thundera. If the black mage would have gotten to attack, he would have been able to use his attack there. I really don't know where I'm at. I am really lost, which is not a good thing. Oh, so guys, just stay with me here. There's very few places on the map still that have only one palm tree, but okay, there's that. Okay, I overshot the exit. I went past the exit, but I didn't know that. See, if they hit me or if they hit the ninja, which is below me, they're not going to do too much damage to us because we have a lot of stuff on. We have a lot of armor and things on. Okay, and we're finally out of that area. Now this one's... There are treasure chests in every area that you go into, but it's random what you'll get. Sometimes it's good stuff, sometimes it's just stuff. What I'm going to do for this part especially, I'm just going to leave the book over here. And everybody's like, well, you use a book. Well, I do use a book. But I use a book so that I don't get lost as to where I'm going. Like I said, I'm not 100% familiar with these dungeons as I've played them a few times, and they're random most of the time. If you can't see me real good in this video, I apologize for that in advance because I'm in a room with just a lamp on because I don't really have overhead lights, so which probably is a good thing anyway. But okay, some of these spiders are just running away. See, it still got me on the desert over on the computer, so you guys will have to kind of match up the delay a little bit. But at least this way you get more of a, you can get more of my thoughts and more of my ideas on stuff I'm doing. It'll help with the Friday night flashbacks. That way, I don't have to try to make a video after the game to where, you know, like I may have stuff that I may want to talk about, or I may find something I want to talk about here, and I'm likely to forget that. I'm likely to forget what I wanted to tell you guys. So what I do is, if I do it on here, I'm not going to have that much of a problem. I think I just tried to go the wrong way. I did try to go the wrong way. Plus, it marks where the treasure chests might be. They might be. It doesn't mean they will be. It means they might be there. So, you know, that's another thing. You know, you don't want to try to go get a treasure chest and there be nothing there. That's pointless. But a lot of them is just, a lot of the treasure chests that you find in here are just little items. They're nothing real special or anything. We're going to try to use the light axe on these things, or at least on a few of them. And I don't know why. The other night, they definitely weren't running away. Everybody was standing and fighting. See, that cast Dia on them, which is effective against the undead. Every time that we run into one of these little guys right here, we're going to have to face an enemy, like a fight. But, like I said, we're pretty strong, so we shouldn't have to worry too much. I'm going to go up around the outer ring of this thing, because that's where the goal's at. I have all kinds of stuff in my inventory, so I'm not thoroughly worried about a lot of things happening or anything like that, because I'm in a pretty good position to not not have a whole lot of trouble. But the doing on these, it helps because you don't have to cast magic and you can still keep your health up and everything else, and you won't have to cast magic instead. Now I gotta put this map down here because I'm getting a little confused as to where I am. Okay, I did need to go over this way. If you're wondering how I'm running on this game, it's got a mechanic where you can hit the B button. You can hold the B button down and your player will run. That makes these videos a lot easier for me to do because if I can run, it makes the video that much quicker. These goblins can probably be killed in one turn. I think the white mage is strong enough to kill them with one hit. The goblins aren't real bad. They're kind of weak. And, we're getting stuff out of there. And I hate it when it starts doing this and it starts doing the attacking thing every couple of seconds. That gets on my nerves real fast. And let me just go straight on over. So we're going to try to, like I said, I'm going to go through and kill all 4 of the bosses in here, but we're going to have to go through this 4 times because they'll only let me fight 1 boss each time. Luckily, out of the 4 big dungeons, this one is the shortest in terms of stages. I'm going to use Mage Staff if we get that far. The Mage Staff casts Flare, and that's something that's good against the undead as well. As you can see, it took them out in 1 hit. So we're going to keep on going over here. See, there's a chest right there. I'm going to get that chest. I'm not 100% sure what's in it. It's probably something I've either gotten or something that I'm probably more so not going to use. It's very rare when it's something good, like a Vampire Fang. A Vampire Fang, all that does is it just paralyzes a foe. So we're not awfully worried. Get out of the way. You're all up in my face. I'm going to use gauntlets. And you guys tell me if you like me doing it this way, because I can sit here and play and talk all at the same time. I do have to keep a little bit of an eye on what's going on over there and what's going on my screen. The computer is over here. The screen is up there. So I have to kind of keep focused on what's where here in this room. And if I don't talk too much in one part or so, I'm just making my way from point A to point B, and I really don't have anything to add at that moment. Okay, are you going to get out of my way, or do I have to fight you? Oh man, I should have just fought him. That's stupid. You'll have that problem too on this game. There's a lot of times where you go into a town or somewhere like that, and you wait for one of the NPCs to move. Oh my gosh, let's just fight and get it over with. It ain't like you got something to do anyway. That gets on my nerves. Tombstone. We should be about near the goal. Should be. Let's see. Light axe. And Mage Staff. Because I never know who's going to attack when. The ninja is supposed to be the fastest of my group, so he's supposed to be the one to always attack first. But that doesn't always necessarily happen. And sometimes you'll see me give a healing thing to one of the white mage or the black mage, and I expect them to heal, and they don't get to because of the reason of they didn't get to attack. So like one time the white mage might attack first, like just now, the white mage might attack first. The next time you might give the white mage the same thing and they not attack first. So, okay, we're going to save right there. We're going to try to figure out which one we're in here. There's a treasure chest. I guess we'll get what's in it. Now this could have not ended up any better right here. There are 7 enemies on the screen, and I have gotten a surprise attack on them. So more than likely what's going to happen right here is I am going to beat the tar out of them. Protect drink. Yeah, I don't need that either. That's not really worth it. Like I said, the dungeons are random. Luckily, this one's only 5 floors. So basically, you're going to get just a couple of them. Like this one, I think. This one might be a boss one. No, it's not a boss one. This is one of the only ones that's got 1 start and 1 exit, but it's got 2 treasure chests. I can't hold any more, so that means I've got all of I've got 99 of whatever I was trying to get a hold of. Okay, we're gonna go fight. We're gonna go fight Cerberus first. I do believe. I think that's who's in here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna save. We're going to walk up to this blue flame. So you've managed to reach these depths. I commend you. But your journey ends here, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm afraid your journey ends here. Alright, now, this guy's not really weak against anything. He does like to cast Thunderbolt. So what you might want to do, what I like to do right off the bat is I grab... Where is it at? The Giant's Glove that casts Saber. I put that on my character. I use magic with my ninja and cast Haste. My white mage will cast Protera on the first turn. And then my black mage will cast Temper on my warrior. Now what this is going to do is the next round I can attack with my warrior. He'll have Temper raises the attack. Haste raises your number of attacks. And then Saber is it raises the caster's attack and accuracy. So we're going to Temper right there. If you have all of them on you, though, it helps your warrior because you'll have better accuracy when going to swing and when going to do the damage. Now, what we're going to do on this next turn is we're going to attack with our warrior. We're going to have him use and cast Saber there. This time on the white mage, we're going to take Null Shock, since we know that he will more than likely use Thunderbolt. And we're going to cast Temper on our ninja. So he's going to have Saber and Temper on him. I'd like to have Haste on him, but the fight may be over before then. It's really hard to tell. See, you did a lot of damage on that one attack. Now I'm going to attack him again. I'm going to cast... Actually, yeah, I better do that. I'm going to cast Haste on myself. And this time what we're going to do is we're going to cast Hilera on the entire party. And then he's going to cast Flare, which is one of the strongest attacks in the game. So that'll get our ninja ready, just in case this battle goes longer and is worse than what we want. There's the heal. There's the flare. And that's going to do a lot of damage. Well, it should have done a lot of damage. Now, we're going to attack with both of these. And these guys right here, the best thing that I can tell you to do, just leave them with a healing staff. And maybe a mage's staff. That way you can at least attack and heal. But he'll be dead on that turn, so it doesn't really matter. Usually by the time that you have everything on everybody, usually that's the end of the fight. Now, I got the Kotetsu. I think it's a dagger, if I'm not mistaken. It's a small katana designed for easy use. Now, here's what's going to happen. This thing ain't going to be diddly squat for me. It's not going to do diddly squat for the ninja, and the wizards can't use it. So it's not going to do diddly squat for anybody. So, but that's one time down through there. I can probably do another one. I probably have enough magic. If I don't have enough magic, I do have 99 ethers sitting there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save right here. And, oh yeah, we still got 547 and 679. We'll be alright. So let's go up through here and we'll fight... See, this time they didn't start me in the desert. They started me in the forest. I hate it when they do stupid stuff. Drives me insane. Oh, you people drive me nuts. Well, the good thing would be is if I don't have to go through the desert each time, that would be fantastic. But it looks like I'm going to have to go through... It looks like I'm going to have to go through 4 stages no matter what. So, like I said, we'll just bear with it. We'll just work our way through here. We will hope for not very many battles. And we'll just try to keep healed up. The good thing, like I said, about using the healing items, I don't have to use magic. So I can conserve my magic. So, I may not even need to leave this area until I'm done, actually. Now, some of the other ones are a bit more intricate on their dungeon design and things, and there's a lot more to go through. So those videos may be a little bit longer. This one might be short. It depends upon... It's not going to be too short. But it depends upon the enemy encounters as you go along. That's what it's more so going to depend upon. Like, you know, like right there. We just got hit by a Gloom Widow. We just got done fighting. I don't know if the Gloom Widows can cast poison on you. I'm not sure. I don't want to really find out. So we're just going to keep healing every time with the white mage, and then just attack with the black mage, the ninja, and the warrior. That's what we're going to do. Actually, I don't know if he's the warrior or the knight. I kind of forgot. He's a knight. Okay, he's a knight. Here, I've been calling him a warrior the whole time, and he's a knight. Okay. You love these ones that say surprised enemy because you get a free shot. You get a free turn. And normally when we get a free turn, we kill. So they're not giving us a whole lot of experience or a whole lot of... Well, they're giving us quite a bit of gil. Some of them are. Everything in here would have been tough had I came here right after I opened it. You open this extra shrine by defeating the Lich, which is the earth element. As we go through the other ones, I'll tell you who you need to beat to unlock those as well. There's a couple of items in one or two of these dungeons that I want to get, and I may not even use them once we get up there. But if I don't go through these and level up and try to level up as much as I can, the fight against chaos will be longer than it needs to be. And also, normally I just use the weapons that you get on the game. I just want to show you guys these extra dungeons because you might not get to see them, or people may not think they're worth going through or anything like that. There's going to be a problem when we get to Life Spring Grotto, and I'll let you guys know when we get there. I'll remind you that's the third dungeon. I'm not going to go all the way through the dungeon because two of the bosses that are in the dungeon that are at the end of the dungeon, I've been leveled up before and I've tried to kill them. And one of them, it still took me about an hour and a half to fight the thing, to actually kill it. That's how long it took. It's a massive, massive pain. And even then, I don't even know still if I can kill it. It's one of those that it's a chance thing, and you never really know until the battle starts going of, okay, I've got a chance of winning this, or okay, know that, they've done too much damage right off the bat. So, those two probably won't do anything. Am I even going the right way on this? It doesn't even look like I'm going the right way. I'm not going the right way. I need to make that left. You would think after a while I will remember this map. Probably the fourth trip I'll remember the map. We're just going to keep doing it like this for a while, I think. Just healing with the white mage and attacking with spells with the black mage or with his weapon or whatever. That way we'll stay healthy and we'll be knocking them out. So there's another surprised enemy. And if you surprise the enemy and you really just want to get done with it, just go ahead and just take a free shot at them. If you don't need to do any healing, or like right here, the ninja's only got 1 hit point. It's really not worth doing the healing on that part. No, quit blocking me off. Missed a treasure chest back there, but I really didn't want to go on that side track to get it. Item healing, and you attack the bottom. Sorry if this takes a little while because it's, like I said, it's one of those things of I get through the dungeon as good as I can. I think this is the way to go. I'm pretty sure this is the way to go. I'm going to keep using these things. I need to turn this up just a tad. I know it's going to kind of probably reverb, but I'm sitting here talking and listening to myself because I'm just trying to make noise. And that's not fun. Anybody that's ever tried to do that, that's not fun at all. You can irritate yourself by talking. I know I irritate other people by talking, but you can still irritate yourself. Good thing is we're getting a bunch of antidotes. I had to go to one of the towns to buy some antidotes because on playthrough number 10, I ran into a couple of, I think they were manticores. And, yeah, there was a lot of times there where they were just slaughtering me. Well, I mean, they weren't like slaughtering, but they were hitting me with needles. And those needles were translating into being poisoned. So I had to use antidote. I mean, I could have casted spells too, but why cast spells when you have the item there and you have enough of them? I mean, what would be the purpose? Wish there was like an auto button that you could hit on here that could just attack, because most of the time that's just what you're going to do anyway. You're just going to attack. Or you're going to pick the same thing. I mean, rarely, like when you come up on a boss or something, you'll use something different. But even then, I mean, it's not that drastic of a change. Oh gosh, we're back out in the desert again. Oh boy. And we are in a wide open area too, which means that could be one of several places on the map. I went up just a little bit and I saw 3 palm trees. They are to my right. I need to go up a little further and see if there's another tree on it right up here. If there's not another tree, then I need to turn and start walking the other way. You do not want to be in the desert for very long, because you can run into an abyss worm. The things have 2,500 hit points. Found it. See, I knew it was one of 2 areas. Healing staff, and you attack. Okay. The other 2 areas are really, really small. And they don't take long to get through. You always want to save when you get into a new area like this, because you never know what's going to pop out. Okay. I'm going to have her attack this time. That way, I always thought of the White Wizard as a female character. So, I mean, they show other things where I guess it's supposed to be a guy. But my White Mage is a female character. And that's the way it's going to stay. See if we can get a healing staff attack in there. See if we can get that in there before we go fight one of the bosses. We don't need to be at full health. I don't really see where any of the bosses are really going to be that difficult. Okay, I got 99 or whatever that is. The good thing is if I were to need anything, I could sell some of the stuff I got. Okay, we're going to go over here this time. Because see, let me save it and I'll show you what happens. I'm pretty sure this guy's dead. So, well, no, you see, you can still fight him. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go over here and we're going to fight the boss in this room. I guess this one's referred to as an Echidna. I don't really know how you say it. You've done well to come this far, but you will go no farther. Yeah. You're running off at the mountain. Oh, okay. You look strange. Yeah. Quake. They say that he may cast Quake. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do what we did last time. And we're going to use these gauntlets. No, we're not. We're going to use the Giant's gloves. I gotta get my right stuff in here. We're going to cast haste here. You're going to cast Protera on everybody. And you are going to cast Temper on him. So nobody's going to attack the first turn. See, he hit me. He wasted his attack on me. And he only hit me for 2. Which means it's going to be real bad the next turn because he's going to have me attacking already. We're going to cast Null All because let's cast it on you first. Because you don't want your white mage taking a tumble. That would be bad. See, if he uses Quake, yeah, see, he's going to try to use Death. That shouldn't hit at all. See, I done so much damage to him in one whack that he's going to be... Let's try something a little bit different. Let's try to go ahead and attack right there. And let's use... let's use Hilara. And let's cast Haste. I know you guys probably look at my inventory and notice I'm missing a lot of spells. I'm not missing spells. I just chose not to have them. And he casted Flare. That's going to be bad. Good thing I casted the heal spell. And you're going to be dead next turn. Because I got both of my fighters all juiced up. Ready to go. And we're going to cast Hilara again. And we'll go ahead and we'll attack with this staff right here. See? Yeah. If he wouldn't have went down with that hit, the knight would have hit him and that would have been it. You get an X potion for him. Now, for those of you who don't know what an X potion is, I've already got a few of them. They fully restore your hit points. So we got 2 bosses down. We got 2 left to go. And I just told it I didn't want to return to the surface. I just screwed it up. Okay. So we're going to go back in. We're going to save first. I think everybody's still in pretty good shape. Yeah, everybody's still in pretty good shape because we can heal a little bit here. Okay. Now. Okay, we're going to end up here to begin with again. We'll see if we can't get through this. I'm going to try anyway. There's really nothing that the other 2 can give me. Anything really. There might be one there that's it's a piece of armor, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. I really don't think it's going to make a difference. No, I want us to heal. See, we have quite a few like healing items and things like that we can use. And that's a good thing because, you know, say you're in dire need of healing and you know that you're only going to leave one enemy on the screen. Just use both healing items. And then just do whatever else. You know? And that'll help. Things like that, though, are nice to have when you go to fight Chaos, because having a lot of options is a good thing when you go in to fight him, because that way you can have a lot of different strategies going in, and you know, because you never know what he's going to do. It's just random. And you never really know what he's going to do. So you need to be ready for anything that he can throw at you. You just have to go to the end of this road. But you have to be ready for anything that he throws at you. And we got ambushed. Lovely. They get free hits. He didn't do a whole lot. Oh, don't. Another thing is it doesn't really matter when you attack. I just like to keep them evened up. That way somebody's not trying to hit somebody else. Now, if we do Final Fantasy II, which we may do at some point, if we try to do Final Fantasy II, that's going to come into play. That's going to be a big part of that because people with bow and arrows will have to hit people on the back row of an enemy line. That's the only way to hit them. And sometimes it's more beneficial to take out an archer in the back of the field than it is to take out somebody up front. So you have to do a little bit of strategy. Good gosh, people, you're going to attack me every 5 steps. Oh, you're going to make me mad. Should have just attacked him with my sword. Next left. Sometimes it's also hard for me to tell if I've initiated the fight or if the fight was initiated by just a random encounter. We can just chill for a minute here. And 2 of them ran away. They wanted no part of that. No part whatsoever did they want of that. They want to get beat down. We got full health, so it didn't matter that you casted that anyway. Okay, so over. I don't want to say we're doing pretty good through the forest and then all of a sudden it just kick and just start attacking like crazy. I think we're doing pretty good going through the forest. We're up to about 40 some minutes and we've got 2 bosses left to go. This also keeps me from, if I ever am bored, being bored on playthrough. Good gosh, I just whacked him really bad. For those of you that don't know why my characters are overpowered at the moment, I'm at the last temple in the game, and I could go in there if I really wanted to, but I wanted to try to level up a little bit and also try to show you guys these dungeons because these dungeons are not on the original Final Fantasy, and more than likely I may, but I doubt I'm going to have to use any of the weapons and armor and stuff that I'm in here getting. I just want to show you guys, though, that, you know, these areas exist. Here's what you'll get if you go there. You don't have to, and some of you may opt to go here at an earlier point, and that's fine. If you think that you can make it, then you go right ahead, and that's fine. As I will always tell you guys, the way I play a game and the way somebody else plays a game, two entirely different ways. I like to be I've played so many games that I don't mind a little bit of a challenge, but every now and then I would like to be more overpowered than the enemy. And that's just how it is. And that's pretty much what it looks like I'm doing right here. It's just power leveling. I'm not even leveling up that much per battle or anything, or per so many battles. So now, I think maybe the fourth extra dungeon might be a little bit more difficult. And I just unlocked it the other day whenever I beat the Tiamat, which is the wind elemental. But we'll not be doing that one for a little bit anyway. So, oh gosh, we're back out in the desert again. Oh, we hate the desert. It's such a pain. Is it still going? Yeah, it's still going. Okay. We hope we find something soon. See, I keep hitting magic. I mean to hit items, and I keep hitting magic. It's just not fair, man. It's just not fair. See, I want to see where they start you. You should be able to run into palm trees after a couple of seconds or minutes. Wow. All I see is desert. And that's not cool. I probably shouldn't have attacked with both wizards. I know the wizard can kill. Yeah, that's what I was kind of worried about. Oh, okay. Oh well. Didn't end up bad. Okay. This is 1-2 spots on the map. I'm either going to go up and to the right, or I'm going to go down and to the left. Or down and to the right. Either way, I'm going to go to the right at some point. I'm either going to go up to the right or down to the right. That's when you know you've been playing for a bit too long. We need to go just over to the right anyway. This is one of those things. It's just a pain. You think they could give you some more monuments to go by. Now watch me run into some more palm trees and I'll really be lost. This is not working real good right at the moment. Oh, don't make my head hurt with this stupid desert. You do. I don't like it. I need to see something. One palm tree ain't gonna do it. There's a couple places on the map that are a palm tree. Guys, I hate to say it, but I think I'm lost for a minute or two. If I can find the exact one I want, the palm trees I want, then I can find where I need to go. Okay, there's only one of these, so I need to go up just a little bit and then to left. I'm not really sure if these things are... Okay, yeah, they're somewhat dangerous. Uh-oh. I thought I couldn't be turned to stone. Oh, this might be an issue. Nope. Majority of the time, they miss. For some reason, he connected. I'm not sure how, but he connected. So, we're gonna have to go to item. Forget which one this one is. I think it's, no, it's not Gold Needle. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. For some reason, I was thinking of something else. I bet y'all get messed up this time. I'm gonna make sure of it. I'm gonna make sure they both die this time. They might get me once at least, but they gonna both die. Alright. There's these two areas, and then there's a boss, and then we'll have to go through this place one more time for the last boss. The video is going to be a little bit over an hour because I got lost in the desert at least once. So it's going to be... And I got ambushed. They took 4 hits. They done 1 damage. And that was to the White Wizard. Which means you did absolutely nothing. Like I said, we're overpowered in here for sure. But that's okay. Alright. What's the chances of getting each thing each time? You wouldn't think it would be that good. Okay. So we're going to go fight a third boss. This time we're going to go fight the 2-headed dragon. So we're going to go... We're going to go somewhere where I don't know where the door's at. That's what we're going to do. And people are like, well, why can't you beat them all in one turn? I'll show you why. The door locks behind you. And me, all things great and small are extinguished. Die now, warriors of light. Yeah. You just running off at the mouth. That's all you do. Physical attacks. None of them have no weaknesses. Half the time the bosses don't have to act on weaknesses. Okay, Let's use the Giant's gloves. Cast. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to cast haste on him. Cast. No. Just do what I tell you to do. Cast Proterra. And you're going to use Temper on him. Okay, I actually thought he was going to do more damage, but I guess I was sadly mistaken. Okay, there's the Proterra. Haste. I mean, believe it or not, the last enemy I fought had the most hit points of any of the bosses. He had 4,800. This one's got 4,500. Cerberus and the next boss that we'll fight only have 4,000. So, which means I'm gonna go at him right here. And I'm gonna cast Temper. Wow. Let's try that one good time. He'll be dead next turn. I can about guarantee it. If he's not dead before. I'm going to try to cast Flare on him anyway. And I didn't get there. We got one boss left. Now he's going to give me the Bard's Tunic. I'm not sure if the Bard's Tunic is a good piece of equipment or not. So we'll look. It should be armor maybe? It gives me more evasion, but it takes down my defense. I think this is going to be one of those pieces of armor that's not really good for anybody. I think the ruby armlet's better. I'm pretty much right. Okay. But see, you can't go back out the door. The door's locked. So you have to go over here and then tell it that you wish to leave. So we got one boss left. We can go through this shrine one more time. And then we're going to heal up. And they're going to start us here again. Okay. Fair enough. Let's use healing. Or try to use healing. Really, I'm the only one that's got damage done to me, and that's not even that much. I might as well show y'all what a white curtain does. I'm not going to use any of these, by the way. It casts Null Frost. I wonder if the Bard's Tunic does anything in particular, like some of these other things. No, it doesn't. It's worthless. It's not that it's worthless. It would give me better evasion, but I have to have better my character needs to have better defense because I'm going to take a lot of the brunt of the hits. I'm going to take more hits than anybody else. I mean, yeah, evade would help me run away a little bit, but I don't want to sacrifice my defense for it. I'd rather have high defense than have to worry about, you know, well, can I get away? Plus, I normally don't run from enemies and try to get away. It's very rare that I use the flee or escape command, whatever it may be on this one. I'm not sure what it is on this one. It's different for each one. Jim, Danielle just gained levels, which means me and Seth should be right behind. No. But you had the upper hand. Two scolders. I don't know. The stream's not too far behind where I'm at. It's not too far back. I do apologize for the streams every so often jumping around and stuff. But like I'll tell everybody, I use what I got. I've got an Elgato capture card. It is running off of a what I'm playing on is an emulator. It's one of the RetroPies. I have one of those, and it's running off of that, which I don't even know if I would even be running it off of any other machine or any other setup if it would actually technically help. I'm not sure. And it's Flea at the bottom of the screen. It's Flea on this one. Those things I found, like those healing staff and healing helm and stuff that I found, those are definitely helpful so that you don't have to use magic except for in battle. Those definitely help. Well, not battle, but against the bosses. And that's a lot of help. Especially when one can cast Flare. I think we'll get one in one of the other special dungeons that can cast Holy. You can never have too many that cast Flare, though, so even if you get another one that casts Flare, it would still be okay, because then that way, if I don't want to use my mage, or if I think I could get more damage out of a Flare spell, I would be more apt to use that than anything else. You people probably have seen I haven't used the Black Robe a lot. The Black Robe, if I haven't told you, it casts Blizzara, I think it is. I think it's Blizzara. And we've went over the hour mark, but that's okay, because we're on track for the last boss. We'll have to go through one more time. Dadgummit. I think I finally figured my way out through the forest. The last time through. That's exactly what I told you guys. It'd be the last time through I'd figure out where I'm going. That's exactly what I figured would happen, too. That don't happen very often. The casted healing staff. Use the healing staff right off the bat. If you guys want to know how to do that and you don't know how to do it, you just go to items. You go to which item you want and who you want to use it, and then you'll just click on it. You don't have to equip it. You don't have to have it equipped or anything like that. So that's a good thing. And that's what you want to do on here, is you want to check, because a lot of times you may get a thing called Thor's Hammer. Thor's Hammer is a great example. Thor's Hammer can be used, and it could be used by, like, I think the White Wizard can use it. It can be used by the White Wizard, and it will increase their power and everything. But at the same time, if you don't equip it and you just use it from the item screen, you can cast Thundera with it. Now you see me, I've got Thundera on these gloves right here. And you'd say, well, wouldn't you use Thor's hammer if you already had something that cast that? Well, say it's a water enemy, and the first shot of Thundera with the gloves doesn't kill it. I'm more apt to use both the hammer and the gloves, because see, that's what happened whenever I faced the, and anybody can correct me if you want to, I call it the I know it's not the Kraken, but Kraken, whatever it is, but he's weak to thunder. He's weak to thunder, lightning stuff. So whenever I went in to fight him, I already had the one weapon. But now see, if I go to fight him again, or if I go to fight, well, like if I go to fight him again, if he was weak against water again, or if I find a boss that's weak against water, then more than likely I'm going to go ahead and cast both. I'm going to use both things and both items. See, we're almost through the forest now. And then there's those two short stages, and then the desert. I have a feeling the other dungeons are going to be a tad bit longer. I'm trying to go through a little bit of each dungeon the day before, so that I can show you guys. I can know if I'm going to be able to get through it in a timely manner. Like I said, this one's been over an hour now, and we're still getting there. We will get there. Surprised enemy. So this is going to be probably a quick fight. Man, I'd love for my wizards to have some better weapons, but another neat little thing. I don't know if you can use it on. Well, you can, but it takes a little bit. If you have like a reflex spell or something like that on, or if they have one on you or something, you can do this on other Final Fantasy games too, if you remember. But you can cast heal on an enemy, and for the longest time, everybody's thought process was, well, why do you want to cast heal on the enemy that you're trying to kill? If it's an undead enemy, it's not going to matter. If it's an undead enemy, you're going to kill it. You're going to kill it by casting Cure, because it's weak against things of that nature. Oh, we're back in the desert. This is the only one that we have to use the book for this time. Boy, they were right there too, so I know exactly where I'm at. I need to go to the right and down. Actually, I may have screwed up. Now I need to go straight up. I could get the treasure chest, but I don't think there's going to be anything in it that's going to be worth my time. I mean, you've seen what's in the other treasure chest, and it ain't been worth my time. I'm getting ready to get through here, and then we'll go through one other little area, and then we'll be ready for the fight. Okay, so as you can see, everybody's up to level 50 now. Silver apple, which is another useless thing to have. Okay, so we're going to go up here and we're going to fight, I guess his name's Ahriman. This one's up and to the right, up here. Well, maybe. If I can figure out where I'm going. There's actually a treasure chest beside him, which is really odd. In all of creation, there is no one who can stop me. You too shall fall before me. That's what I should have been saying to you. Resist almost everything. Attack with enhanced physical attacks. It looks like we're gonna do the exact same thing we've been doing to everybody else. And he's only got 4,000 hit points, so this is probably not going to take that long. We're going to use Giant's Gloves. We're going to use Haste. We're going to cast Proterra. And we're going to cast Temper. And he cast Earthquake, which is kind of bad. And it missed. And it missed. I'll attack him there. Use the gloves. I might have you cast Null All on yourself. Like I said, last thing you want is your healer taking a fall. See, I hit him for 1790 right there. He'll get hit on the next turn too. Oh, you little dirty cheater. Actually, it's not cheating. But still, it wasn't nice. I can't remember what I casted on him last time. He might be dead by the time I hit him this time. Nope, he's not. There was a reason I cast that on my wizard down there, on my black wizard on the bottom. He's gonna die on this turn. Gosh, he uses a bunch of different things. It's a good thing I used Null All. Alright. And there he was. The Dry Ether and the Mega Elixir. Earthfang cast Fira. The blue current casts null shock. This raises your max hit points by 5. This fully restores your party's hit points and magic points, so not a whole lot of stuff there. I'm gonna find the next dungeon. And we'll get close to it. Oh, crud. No, we won't. There's no city close to it. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I'll show you where it's at in case anybody wants to get a head start on it. See, this is where I have to go for the last place of the game. That's the Chaos Shrine. And the next extra dungeon is right here. And I can't land right there, so I'm going to have to land. That's another thing about this stupid airship. You can't land on. Fine, I'll land here. This is the next dungeon. But what we're going to do is we're going to go back. I'm going to go back and I'm going to get lost. That's what's going to happen. Well, I wanted to go back to where I was to begin with, but that didn't look like that was a possibility there for a minute. You can go straight down from this. Okay. 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 We're going to go at the end and we're going to save. I'm probably going to sell off some stuff because I'm not going to use it. And now I'll give this next dungeon a little bit of a look. Because there are 2, 3. There's 12 maps. I don't know how much you have to go through. So we'll end the streams right there. Hope you enjoyed it. And the next time we'll do the next dungeon. So until we see you then, we'll see you later.